Well, hello fellow crafters, Janine here, and it is that time again. My paper pumpkin box just arrived, and I'm really excited about this because Paper Pumpkin by Stampin' Up has been saying that we were going to have a very special stamp set inside of this box, and I think they said the theme was like all about everything or something like that. Anyway, so I'm just, before we open it, just to show you, this is the size stamp set that comes with most Paper Pumpkins. A little small, I would say 4x3 set with a few theme stamps on it. So I'm curious to see how different this stamp set's going to be. So let's dive right in and see what we've got. And it says, there's something we'd like to thank you for. Everything. Thank you. We just had a birthday and shipped our 1 millionth kit. With so many reasons to celebrate, we can't help but thank the best Paper Pumpkin peeps who make it all possible. We hope you enjoy the All About Everything stamp set as our gift to you. Here are a few ideas to get you started. We can't wait to see what you create. Hashtag All About Everything. So I guess if you post anything on social media, you should use that hashtag so Paper Pumpkin can pick it up. And I can see already that there's some floral stamps and sentiments on it. Before I even open it, I can see from their examples here. So they say, enjoy. We hope you find reasons to celebrate everything. So let's see what we got. Okay, well this is the normal size stamp set that comes in their boxes, and it says Happy Mother's Day, Happy Spring, to the loveliest person I know, and then there's a floral stamp. Yeah. So that's the first stamp set I see, which is about the normal size that they send. But I can see peeking out here is another stamp set. Oh wow, and that's more like the usual size you see in photopolymer stamps, like a 4x6 size. So it says happy birthday, happy place, time to celebrate. Well, it's there in all different directions. Know what I like about you. Everything is going to be all right. There's something I'd like to thank you for. You are my, and I guess that would go with everything. Know what I like about you. Everything. Happy dance, and then there's some kind of watercolor type strokes, like brush strokes here and here and here, and then this looks kind of like maybe a flower bud and little tiny flowers, and then some kind of painterly looking flowers here and leaf here. So that's a nice stamp set. I like that, and I can see the layering possibilities with these stamps and different colored inks. And as usual, they give us a Stampin' Spot, which this time is very vanilla, which is white or creamy colored. So that's kind of curious. How are we going to be stamping with white? That will be different. Let's see what the kit is. Lovely little wreath kit. Oh well. Okay, well now the white ink makes sense because you're going to be stamping it onto black. Okay, and I can feel with my fingers underneath that there's a wreath form under here, and it looks like some leaves and paper flowers and ribbon and like a little chalkboard looking sign. So let's see what's in here. And I always save plastic packaging because I use it when I'm making shaker cards. Okay, there's a styrofoam wreath form, some binding tape or some cream colored ribbon, some little glue dots, a little frame on a string. How cute. A bunch of leaves to be punched out. Some tags. There's all different tags, and I guess little, so you could actually change these sentiments out depending on how you I'm sure you can stamp different sentiments here and they could be changed out. I'm not sure how that would work exactly, but we'll keep going. Here's a branch and the little paper leaves. Oh, they're on tissue-like paper. Very delicate. And then the cardboard backing, that's for the packaging, and then some instructions. Well, hot hot diggity dog. That's one of my granddaughter's favorite sayings. She loves saying hot dog, hot diggity dog. And she's only 20 months old, so it's really precious when she does it. Well, I tell you what, this is a pretty short video, and it looks like this project might go pretty quickly, so why don't we go ahead and make it right now? I'm going to pause the camera for a bit and get things set up and get ready to go. I'm going to read the instructions, and I'm going to come back and finish taping this video, and we're going to go ahead and put this little wreath together. What do you say? Yeah, I like to do that too. So hang on. Okay, according to the instructions, the first thing that we need to do is stamp the images onto the little chalkboard paper here. So of course I'm going to use the little Stampin' Spot that came with the kit, very vanilla. And I find that these Stampin' Spots are always really, really juicy. There's plenty of ink in them. And I am stamping on a couple of pieces of fun foam to give me a little squishy surface so that I get nice clean stamps, and that is absolutely beautiful. I tell you, I've just never been disappointed with Stampin' Up's little ink pads. They always perform very, very beautifully. Okay, and I'm also going to stamp on, there's two sentiments, Happy Mother's Day and Happy Spring. And I'm going to stamp each sentiment on a separate piece of the little cardboard, or the little chalkboard paper rather. And Stampin' Up was very generous with the amount of tags they gave us, so if you mess up, you've got plenty backup, so don't stress about it. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and use a couple of glue dots. On each side of this little chalkboard sign. This must be a pigment ink because it does dry a little bit on the slow side. So be aware of that, because I've smudged the Happy Mother's Day twice. But I just don't think I'm going to stress out about it. So I'm going to go ahead and put all that aside for right now. The next step is I've already taken all of the little leaf pieces. I've already taken them loose from their sheets. And they each have an adhesive strip right here. So I went ahead and peeled the backing off of the adhesive strip. And it says with the leaves pointed down or towards you, to wrap the leaf around the wreath, overlapping slightly and working upwards. Overlapping enough to cover the foam. And that's pretty easy because you can see there's a rectangular strip that the leaves are attached to. So as long as that rectangular piece is touching itself, it's going to work out perfectly. And they did, from what I can see from looking at this stack of leaves, there are plenty. of the leaf pieces to go all the way around this wreath. So because this is probably about as interesting as watching paint dry, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this part. So don't fall asleep, okay? Stay with me. Okay, you can see I'm in the last little ring here, and what the directions suggested you do is kind of push the leaves up out of the way a little bit so that you can slip this last piece under them and then smooth them back over, and you get a seamless look. So hopefully this will, oh, it's just gonna make it. Oh wow. So now I'm going to smooth these leaves back over that. And it looks absolutely seamless. And there is still plenty. You can see some of these I had to put aside because the adhesive was more on the leaves than it was on the strip. So I had to push those aside and not use those. But that is okay because there really was more than enough. And what I'm really excited about is that I've got lots of this pretty little leafy embellishment for card making. So I'm pretty excited about that, having all this left over. So the next part of the directions is to decorate this little branch with the flowers. And what it showed is that you just fold each little tissue flower in half. And then I'm going to put a little glue dot on one side right there. And then fold this in half again. And then use another glue dot to adhere it to the branch. Like so. Easy peasy and oh so cute. Those just make precious little flowers. Okay, again, there are extra flowers in case you had any problems. So you've got plenty of extra materials if there were any issues, and there's plenty of glue dots left. So I think the last part here is going to be assembling everything. So we're going to want the little flowers here. We'll get the ribbon out. And grab our little chalkboard piece. Okay, I'm going to leave myself enough ribbon here to tie a bow. And now they call for making a bow right here, but I'm actually going to leave a little gap here, so that way you have a little space to hang it. You know, you can put a hook or something right there and hang it, and it'll hang a little bit. I don't know of another way to say that. I'm just going to trim the excess ribbon off, neaten it up a little bit, and that's it. Basically, our paper pumpkin for April is complete. As always, I appreciate you so much for tuning in, for being here, watching these videos, watching me bring these projects to you. Those of you who are already subscribed, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed yet, right here you see my picture. Just click on that and it'll bring you to my homepage where you can subscribe. And if you would like to help fund me, if you would like to help me with the funding of bringing more of these types of projects to you, there's going to be an iCard right about here that you can click on and make a donation if you so choose. If you don't, that is perfectly okay. Just know that I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here and watching my videos and subscribing. My subscribers mean the world to me. So as always, you guys have a very blessed day. Bye now.